A recent study has revealed some incredibly well-preserved archery equipment from the Neolithic period, around 7,000 years ago. This discovery, made in the Cave of Los Murciélagos, or the Bat Cave in Albuñol, Spain, is giving us a unique look at how these early Europeans hunted and possibly even fought. Let's take a look at this today on Documentify TV. The remarkable preservation of these items is due to the dry conditions inside the cave. This dryness allowed researchers to find not just arrowheads or stone tools, but actual organic materials like wood, feathers, and even the bowstrings themselves. This is extremely rare and provides valuable information. The research team, made up of scientists from various universities and institutions in Spain and France, carefully examined these artifacts. What they found was quite surprising. They discovered arrows made from a combination of different woods, olive wood and reed. This is the first solid evidence confirming the use of reeds for arrows in prehistoric Europe, something researchers had suspected for a long time. The combination of these woods is interesting because it makes for a strong and light arrow. The harder olive wood at the front would give the arrow good penetration, while the lighter reed at the back would help it fly straight. They also found that the arrow shafts were coated with birch bark pitch. This sticky substance, made by heating birch bark, likely served as a protective layer and possibly even as decoration. But perhaps the most exciting find was the bowstrings. These aren't just any old strings. They're the oldest known bowstrings in Europe. Made from animal tendons, they show a high level of craftsmanship. The researchers were even able to identify the animals the tendons came from: goats or ibex, wild boar or pigs, and roe deer. These tendons were twisted together to create strong and flexible ropes, perfectly suited for archery. The fact that these early people had the knowledge and skill to create such effective bowstrings shows just how advanced they were. This discovery tells us a lot about the resourcefulness of these Neolithic people. They used materials readily available to them: wood from local trees, reeds from nearby wetlands, and animal tendons. They weren't just using these materials, they were transforming them with skill and care, creating tools that were both functional and, in the case of the birch bark pitch, possibly even decorative. This finding also gives us a new perspective on the region's Neolithic groups. It shows they possessed sophisticated technical know-how and were highly adapted to their environment. The combination of different materials and advanced techniques used to make these bows and arrows goes beyond what we previously understood about the technologies of these prehistoric communities. This discovery also helps us understand the symbolic side of things. The cave where these items were found was used for burials, suggesting these objects had a special significance beyond their practical use. Now, it's important to consider the wider implications of these findings. This isn't just about a few old bows and arrows. It significantly impacts how we view the Neolithic period in Europe and beyond. It challenges some long-held assumptions and opens new avenues of research. One key implication is the demonstration of advanced technological knowledge much earlier than previously thought. The complex construction of the bows and arrows, involving the careful selection and combination of different materials, shows a deep understanding of material properties and engineering principles. The use of different woods for specific purposes, the intricate twisting of animal tendons for bowstrings, and the application of birch bark pitch as a protective coating all point to a level of sophistication that pushes back the timeline of technological advancement in prehistoric Europe. This suggests that Neolithic communities were not simply basic farmers. They were skilled artisans and innovators, constantly experimenting and refining their techniques. Furthermore, This discovery shows the social and economic organization of these early farming societies. The time and effort required to produce such sophisticated equipment suggests a degree of specialization and division of labor. Perhaps there were individuals or groups within the community who specialized in crafting these tools, indicating a more complex social structure than previously imagined. The acquisition of raw materials, such as specific types of wood and animal tendons, might have also involved trade or exchange networks with other communities, highlighting the interconnectedness of these early societies. The discovery also has implications for our understanding of prehistoric warfare and hunting practices. While we can't definitively say whether these arrows were used primarily for hunting or combat, the evidence suggests that they were effective weapons. This raises questions about the nature of conflict in the Neolithic period. Were there territorial disputes between different farming communities? Were these tools used for defense against wild animals? The presence of these weapons in a burial context also suggests a potential symbolic or ritualistic role, perhaps connected to status, power, or the afterlife. From a methodological standpoint, this research highlights the importance of interdisciplinary collaboration in archaeology. The successful analysis of these organic materials relied on a combination of archaeological excavation, microscopy, and biomolecular analysis techniques, including protein and lipid analysis. This underscores the need for archaeologists to work closely with specialists from other fields, such as chemistry, biology, and materials science, to fully understand the complexities of the past. It also demonstrates the value of well-preserved organic finds, which can offer insights that are often lost in more typical archaeological sites where only stone and bone artifacts survive. In conclusion, the discovery of these 7,000-year-old bows and arrows has far-reaching implications for our understanding of prehistory. It challenges our assumptions about the technological capabilities, social organization, and daily lives of Neolithic communities. It reinforces the importance of interdisciplinary research and the protection of archaeological sites, and it serves as a powerful reminder of the ingenuity and resilience of our ancestors. That's it for today's video, folks. See you next time, right here on Documentify TV.